Hello, everybody. I think we're back. I think feels like my computer is working a little bit better than it was a second ago. I'm just gonna copy and paste link over into Twitter, and we'll start the whole thing over because it was such a mess last time. Let's see. Do I have this in Twitter already? Okay. So today, what we're doing is just the Epoch 248 review of the posts over in r/Cardano, helping people figure out their staking situation. And hopefully this time, my website is a little bit more cooperative. It seems like it's working now. Okay. I guess it was just my local computer problem because Patrick was saying that it was working. Nostradamus is in chat. So if you need any meditation advice or guidance, he will be able to help you and also provide the world's most passionate technical analysis. So over here on the right, we have the thread, and over here on the left, we have the pools. So I'm just gonna take it from the top again because there was so much stuff that wasn't working last time. I don't think I can really use that video to help people with. So this person was saying so much love for ADA from the EU's smallest countries. And yeah, it is quite impressive. I wonder what's going on that, if you think about Eastern Europe is developmentally compared to parts of South America, maybe like Argentina and Brazil and other places, or Southeast Asia. Eastern Europe definitely has a lot more going on, and like a lot of the Mediterranean countries than the others in terms of the Cardano network. So that is pretty cool. I think maybe it has to do. IOHK I think has a lot of employees that are based out of Eastern Europe, so could be a lot of friends and family doing that. So pone cakes, yeah, exactly what Patrick is saying. I think we talked about this last time too. Um, EU passports and good educations, stuff like that. So, Patrick, I'm just gonna start over with this stream because the last one was so garbage. I think something was going on my computer because now everything is working fine. Yeah. So I'm just gonna start from the top. Pancakes and Waffles, Denver. If you're interested in Denver, you should check out CRDN, which has a very small pool. IBEE, another small pool. Let's see, Future over in Cheyenne. There was one pool that was decently sized. I think it was Arts we were looking at last time. We do have the benefit this time. Rob W. just found one of your comments on the ADA Reddit. Awesome, Rob. Thank you for joining. Cool that you could join us. A nice little crew going in here. See if we can get. I think we had like 10 people in here when I disconnected. I think it looks like people are coming back in. Let's see. So yeah, Arts for Pancakes and Waffles. Arts looked like a pool that had infrastructure in northern Denver, and they had a 2 million pledge and a 24 million stake. So they were pretty good. Jay Rizzle Dizzle is asking, am I that dot over in Perth? That's where I am, and I've staked Huddle Strong. So let's go check out Perth. I think Perth had one small stake pool called Echo. See what they're at. Oh, Echo has raised their pledge, but they only have. Yeah, I think this is a problem on Echo's part. They have said that they're pledging 175,000, but they only have 1,358 ADA in their pool, so that's not good. So probably Mr. J Rizzle Dizzle, you'll have to be a trader and go to another part of Australia, like Brisbane or Sydney. But if you were to zoom in over here, you could see what you basically do is you mouse over these things and you can see how much data and how many relays the different pools in your area have. So if you do want to at least support some pool in your country, Australia does have a quite a number, a decent number, especially in Sydney. If you don't mind being a wanker and you know, being with those big city folk, all these ninja sand land, basically because this is a map, right? There's only so much information you can fit into one space. So what I do is, if there's many pools that are in the same location, I just give you at least their ticker symbol in this other pools here area, and then you can go copy and paste that into Pool Tool.io or someplace and look up that thing there. So looks like there's quite a few people from Perth who might be interested in that information. Big Round Donut, rep for the UK. Nice one, lads. Thank you, James, for always reminding me to pimp my channel. Please like and subscribe and share. We just crossed 60 subscribers, so I've always heard that the first 100 subscribers is the hardest. So it'd be pretty cool if we can get up there. Actually, I've been talking with Patrick a little bit offline, and I think what we want to do is, at least what I want to do. I won't speak for Patrick here, but I'd like to kind of like represent a little bit of like the second wave of stake pool operators, in the Cardano space who maybe are getting involved for technical reasons and different things like that. And it'd be pretty cool, I think, I think a lot of us don't really like to be in front of cameras. And but I think it's important that, you know, we get like different perspectives on things. So I'd like to do that. That's what I think I'm doing on this channel anyways, is kind of talking a little bit from the less from the system administration side of stake pool operating and more about like the, how do you say, the potential for the network and everything, what we might do on this. So Big Round Donut, UK has way too many pools for me to recommend one, but I'll give it quickly. If we zoom in here, you can see on this map that if you wanted to look for like, I don't know, pools in Manchester or pools in Edinburgh, you have the ability on this map not just to see the UK pools, but you can also see, let's just go up north, let's pretend Big Round Donut. I don't know, are donuts associated with a certain part of UK more than others? So if you're in Birmingham, you can see UK01 has a relay in Birmingham. And I think this is, I was going to say Wales, but this is Wales. There's no pools operating in Wales, but Notia is the closest one. So you can get quite close and see each individual relay and try to find a pool in the UK which is close to you. Let's see, Chemical Salamander, or no, we skipped one. Meyer, that's me, the tiny dot in the Philippines. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I forgot to say this again in chat, but if you guys have any questions in chat, I always prefer to answer questions to people who are live rather than just questions on Reddit. So please feel free if you have a question. So Ameow, AMEOW, is a stake pool which is running on Eastern Telecom Philippines, and they have 8 relays registered on the chain and around 3.2 million ADA staked. So they're big enough that they're probably regularly getting blocks. And if you want to stake, support a pool that is staking from the Philippines, you would go with Ameow. I think there's another Filipino stake pool called ADA PH, one word as the ticker, but I guess they don't operate their relays in the Philippines. So there might even be another one called Cebu, which I'm guessing. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a dumb. I'm gonna wrap this up a little bit quicker than normal. Look at Europe. Yes, we were talking about Europe. New Zealand, I think we can cover quickly because we're over in the Philippines anyways. And you can see in Auckland, there's 2. There's Eco, which has 8.1 million stake and 100,000 pledge. And the other one is Ramen, which is actually Kiwi pool, which is a pretty big pool. I think was at 24 million staked. So those 2 pools are actually running relays in Auckland. There you go. Denmark. Yes, we saw there is a pool in Denmark, but they currently don't look like they're meeting their pledge. So probably don't want to stake there. But if we hop on over there quickly, Denmark, ASAP. You might keep an eye on ASAP and see if they are able to meet their pledge and attract some stake, and you could be staking with someone in Copenhagen. If you don't mind going a little bit south the border, GER is looks like they're also getting started actually. Alaska does not have any stake pools last I checked. And Redifiscan, one of the 2 dots in northern Norway. Unless you're staked with ANP, Ada North Pool, these dots are not you. These are these represent only relays. There is no information kept on chain about where people are from. Yeah. Celery, wake up, Ada. Let's go. It's going. I'm so overloaded in information. I don't know where to stake my ADA 100% in Yoroi. Can someone give me tips or recommendations? So Reddit Harley, I'm gonna redo this. I think we found that Harley, I'm guessing you are a Milwaukee fan. So we can zoom in on this map and we can kind of see SMMT is a pool that's operating near Milwaukee, but they don't have a very large pledge, and I'm not seeing any stake with them, but they might be opening. They might fill up their pool. So if you want to stake near Milwaukee, you would go with SMMT. But it looks like there are a bunch of pools in Chicago, just a little bit south of there. So what you want to look for, probably Reddit Harley, is at least around 1 million or so ADA in the pool. To reliably get rewards every 5 days. If you don't mind going less than that, there's nothing wrong with a pool with less than 1 million ADA in it. You'll get more rewards less often, and it will kind of average itself out. And what I would recommend checking just to make sure is that they have minted a block recently, at least one, because if you haven't minted at least one block, you don't know if they are going to, if they have their stuff set up correctly. So I will quickly show you that. I'll just use my own pool because we can do that. You can see for Monad, we started in Epoch 232. We didn't get any blocks until 239 because we only had 224,000 stake. We got that block, and then we got very lucky, and 2 epochs later we got another one. And now we've got a bunch of stake hit our pool, and now we should be able to reliably get around a block an epoch, and maybe sometimes 2 blocks an epoch. We'll see. Cyprus reporting in 07. I don't know what 07 means, but let's see what the Cyprus pool situation is. Cyprus. There is a pool in Cyprus. BSP, Brothership Pool. I've actually seen this guy on Twitter quite a bit. He's got a big pledge, 420,000 ADA, and around 28 million stake. So if you wanted to LOKOWP, you could stake with Cyprus Pool, and you'd get rewards pretty much every 5 days. Just a meat pie and a side of ADA. Thanks, mate. India here from Pile Driver Walls. India is very cool. I am married to an Indian lady from Calcutta. I was going to say Bengal, but it's not correct anymore. So there's a bunch of options in Mumbai and Bangalore. Most of these are on AWS, I'm imagining, because they do have big data centers in India, obviously. But yeah, you can zoom in if you're from Bangalore. Let's see. GRC1, YGN, and PSP are all pools that are operating there. And there's one more area. Looks like by Electronic City in Bangalore. Arca. That's another option. And it looked like there was something over in Andhra Pradesh. No, Chennai. Madras. The one relay, 210,000. It's not clear to me whether or not they have ADA in their pool. So, but you can check out. Doesn't even say the ticker. If you don't mind going over to Mumbai, file driver wallets, Cardix, Elon, Titan, Top One, and Globe. Basically, these tickers that are all down here. These are all operating out of Mumbai. Patrick, what you deleting messages for? The lack of participation in most South American countries is interesting. It's not like they wouldn't be able to. There's actually for accomplished ad 8814. There's actually a pretty good sized Hispanic community on Cardano. There are not that many pools that are running their infrastructure from South America, but there are a few, and they do have a pretty good sized Twitter community going on. It seems like, from what I can tell. I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know. X21311 says, "Is this server locations?" This is, yes, it's server locations, but specifically what kind of server? It's the relays that are registered on chain. We can't track block producers, and we can't track, and nor do we want to track users. So that's that. Somebody saying that this can go on Data is Beautiful. That makes me very happy. I love Data is Beautiful. Like one of the inspirations for why I made this tool. Cheese Niblets was awesome. I think I'm the only person staking ADA in Seychelles. That's so cool that I'm on there. So this is actually a little bit of a meme now, I think, for us. Looks like there's actually two pools. One is XYZ, and the other one is what? ZLZ. Looks like this is a new pool because they don't have any stake in their pool yet. But at least XYZ looks like a decent sized pool. If you want to stake Cheese Niblets with a pool that's operating infrastructure in Seychelles, you can stake with that pool. Right? I don't know. I'm not going to pull it up right now, Patrick. But what was this? ZLZ? I think it was ZLZ. Yeah, it looks like they're just starting out because I see they have 100 pledge and NAN as their total stake. So I guess they haven't put anything in yet. It looks like Nostradamus knows XYZ. I have a friend who's from Mauritius. He's Chinese, Canadian, African. A cool guy. Not Seychelles, but similar Indian Ocean people. That little dot in Indonesia is me and my friends from Really Smooth Legs. That actually looks like might be in Jakarta. GRC1. This guy, I actually want to have an interview with this guy too. This guy has infrastructure all over the world. He's kind of like a poster child for this mapping tool. I was talking to him on Twitter. He's got 8 or 9 relays, and he's put them on many different providers, all in many different locations around the world, in India, in Greece, and a bunch of places. So it's pretty cool. So Really Smooth Legs. If you want to support someone who's supporting Cardano in Indonesia, you would go with GRC1. Biden, Trump, Las Vegas, Nevada here. Everything in, yeah, Las Vegas. Looks like Vegas has got 4 or 5. Groot, the 1% pools are operating also in Vegas, it looks like. Value, Zero, Horse. What else is there? AACC. Bunch of pools, but okay. Biden, Trump 2024, interesting ticket. If you wanted to, you can zoom in here and find a bunch of pools. Mezzle 3L3. How do I stake? And is it even worth staking with Cardano? Yes, you can stake, and you'd get 5%. So go for it. We need more stake pools in Africa. I totally agree. Horazuko, Strayamate. I think this is slang for Australia. I do have some Australian friends who have taught me that Straya is slang for Australian. So we went through some Australian pools earlier. Asifisa, yeah, we did. We went through the Bangalore pools just a second ago. Offshore Raw, if they light up Africa next stop, Mimas. I don't know what Mimas means. I know Zoe and POA and some other pools operate out of Africa. Go check out Africa. Most of them operate out of South Africa, right? And there's a few in Nigeria. POA, Bella. Bella is one I don't hear people talk about. Looks like it's got 2 million stake in it. So Bella, if you're looking for a lesser known African pool, got infrastructure in a few different places. Looks like Cape Town. I think this is the AWS data center. This Amiel, Impi, Bella, Abbey. So, and over in Lagos, there's Anka, and somewhere in central Nigeria, another Anka server. Very chuffed. We answered that a little bit ago. It seemed like it was a new pool operator, or Echo. Echo is the pool in Perth. Out of curiosity, is this location which user stakes are based on, or the location of the staking pool? Either way, this is the staking pool's relay servers, right? Thoughts down in South Africa is probably only me. My friends are all laughing at me for buying ADA, but I believe in the Valley Charles is trying to. Yep, I think you'll be laughing at them. 25 ADA, 2500 ADA a month is a decent chunk of ADA every month now, so keep it up. Mr. Nemo, question about staking rewards. I use Yoroi, and it was my first full Epoch. I have to join a delegation. You guys, do you know this new thing? You can do question mark staking, question mark rewards, and then the auto mod will come in and give a good answer. Staking from the mountains of Asheville, North Carolina. I couldn't be more proud of this group and this project. Galactic Bacon. Asheville, North Carolina. Come on and raise up. You say Asheville? T-Man 3, you got a stake pool, but it only has 1,000 ADA in it. So, and they're not meeting their pledge. So keep an eye on that. C-Man 1, C-Man 2, and C-Man 3. Looks like they're trying to run a few pools out of there, but C-Man 1 might be in better shape than C-Man 3. If you don't mind crossing over to Virginia, it looks like D-News and a bunch of these other guys would be okay. And there's some more in Charleston and South Carolina. Thank you, North Carolina boys and South Carolina boys have some stuff going on. So, Ali, we also had some. We went over the Mumbai pools a second ago. Indonesia, we did. I don't. Malaysia. I think they have some pools. I know there's a ton in Singapore. I know Singapore isn't part of Malaysia, but kind of contained within it. So I did notice there was in Kuala Lumpur, I think recently, GRC1 opened up another relay there. So there's that. Ada Hodler from Michigan here. Looks like she's shaking the weak hand still. Hodl firm. Yep. So looks like we made it through this week. Today is my anniversary actually, so I'm going to jump off stream and tend to family stuff. So hope this was useful for you. If you have any other questions, what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to, rather than going through and commenting on all these things, I'm hoping that what I'm going to do is timestamp all these different answers and then link to the specific timestamp for a person's question. So if you were confused about why I'm going through this so quickly and going along. I'm just trying to answer as many questions as possible. So stick around. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm sorry this was probably boring for Nostradamus, Patrick, and Rob, and James, all you guys. Pretty boring, but I decided I spent too much time replying to people's comments in this thread, and probably more interesting just to make a video showing them how and what to do on the website. So sorry about earlier when the stream was kind of acting up. I hope you have a good night. I'm gonna go celebrate my anniversary. Peace out.